Hello, Chad here with Kinetics. We got another at-home or travel workout for you today. We'll go through our prep, sweat, and breathe portion here momentarily, but just a reminder, you'll always have the opportunity to add some equipment, add some load to some of these movements if you have it available at home or while you're traveling. If you don't, and you frequently work out at home or on the road, we definitely encourage you to invest in a couple of pieces of equipment. Really biggest bang for your buck is to get yourself a door anchor and some resistance bands. You can do a lot with that. Those are included in our Kinetics kit, so you can check that out. Let us know if you're interested. It has some bands, some sliders, door anchors, foam rollers, jump rope, etc., etc. Bunch of stuff in there in a nice little bag. You can throw it right in your travel luggage if you are traveling for work or pleasure and bringing that along, or easily store it in your house, take it out as needed. If you have it in your budget to get some more stuff like kettlebells and dumbbells, definitely encourage you to do that as well. Any questions, please let us know. We can help give you some guidance. Let's get started. So keep in mind, you will have set and rep ranges given so that you can adjust the duration of this workout to best fit your needs. Okay, so when we look at our prep section today, we have 3 to 4 sets, okay, of the following movements. 30 seconds of a gorilla walk, 8 to 10 reps per side of a kickstand squat, 30 seconds of a straight leg bear crawl, and then 4 to 6 reps of a bent over IYT. Right? Let's take a look at each of these. For your gorilla walk, you're traveling laterally, and the idea, I want you to think about reaching past your feet with your hands and then using your body, right, using your stability and strength through that hand support to shift your feet around to the other side of your hand. So it's hands, feet, hands, feet. Looks something like this. And we want to keep these nice and smooth and controlled, so we're not trying to jump the feet over, right? We're trying to be under control throughout. 30 seconds there, traveling back and forth, use the space that you have available. Once you're done, we have 8 to 10 reps of a kickstand squat. So remember, for a kickstand squat, we're just going to drag one foot back so it's slightly behind the other in this staggered stance. I like to think my front heel is roughly lined up with my back toe. And from there, I'm going to get most of my weight, 70% or so of my weight, on that forward leg, and we're squatting down. Okay? Much like the name implies, that back leg serves as just a little balance kickstand point. This is a nice lead up for single leg strength. Okay? Certainly a movement that you can load up with either some band tension anchored underneath your foot and up around your traps, or holding a kettlebell or dumbbell in a front rack or goblet position is a great way to load this. Once we're done there, we have 30 seconds of a straight leg bear crawl. So stepping in opposition like we always do with our bear crawls. And as the name implies, we're just going to keep the knee extended. So we're here. Again, making sure we're moving with control. When I move my right hand, I'm also stepping with my left foot and vice versa. Smooth and controlled here, utilizing the space you have available. Travel forward, backward, side to side, in circles. Be creative with it. Once we're done there, we have 4 to 6 reps of a bent over IYT. So remember, our IYT positions, arms straight overhead, out at about a 45, out at a T. Okay? We're doing this from a hinged position. So I'm going to hinge my hips back. I, Y, T. Keep your thumbs up while you perform these in each position. Every time you do a single rep in every position, that is 1. Right? So it's 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2. Right? Smooth and controlled. Hold that top end range of motion for just a moment. And show yourself that you can hold it there and that you have control over the movement. Once you finish that, you'll cycle back to our gorilla walk for your second set. We'll complete 3 to 4 sets of this before moving on to our sweat piece. In our sweat piece, we have 4 movements. We have 4 to 5 sets total. First movement, 15 to 20 multi-pattern squats. Second movement is 10 to 15 reverse dive bomb push-ups. And third movement is 1 minute in a tall plank, so you will need a timer of some sort. And then finally, 30 seconds of high knees. Let's take a look at each of these. For our multi-pattern squat, this is a time to be a little bit creative and fluid. We're always controlling these movements no matter what we're using, but the goal here is every single rep is in a slightly different position, okay? So you're changing your points of contact with the ground, i.e. your feet, right? So what I like to do is use my general squat position as my home base, so I can always come back to that if I'm kind of creatively stuck. But what it might look like is over the course of those 15 to 20 reps, squat, step back to kickstand lunge, step back to another kickstand lunge, step out, lateral lunge, draw that foot in, box squat or a wide kind of sumo squat, bring my feet in, narrow, okay? The idea being we're fluid, we're stepping right from one rep to the next, but we're always changing that foot position. A little bit wider, a little bit more narrow, okay? Staggered stances, any lunge variation is fair game. Yeah, it's still a lower body push. So have some fun with this, be creative, be fluid. Think of your squat stance as your home base to come back to if you're feeling a little stuck. Once we're done there, we have 10 to 15 reps of a reverse dive bomb push-up. So we're gonna start in a tall plank position, lower to the floor, push back, and return. So we're lowering, pushing back to down dog, coming back to a plank, right? Eccentric lowering in that tall plank, stay rigid, push yourself back up into down dog, and then return back to that tall plank. When we're done there, we're gonna hold that tall plank position for 1 minute. So just again, we're here, squeezing our butt, bracing through our midsection, trying to create that hollow position. If you want to, you can certainly band that tall plank the way you would a banded push-up. So band anchored underneath your hands. I like to twist it, so I create a little bit of an X there and wrap it around my back. And now I can get into that plank position with band resistance. Okay, pulling me down, making it a little bit more challenging. Once we're done there, we have 30 seconds of high knees. So you're moving quickly for these, knee above the hip, okay, as we go. So it should look something like this. Okay, quick taps of the feet, reactive off the floor. You get your 30 seconds done there, and we go back to our multi-pattern squat to start our second set. Okay, completing 4 to 5 sets today. When we're all done, we have 5 minutes in a heel sitting position for our breathe work. Don't skip this. Prioritize taking the time to recover, to carve out a few minutes of your day for yourself and be a little bit reflective. If you can incorporate some mindfulness or meditation and extend this to 10 or 15 minutes, by all means, we encourage you guys to do that. Enjoy your workout, and we'll see you next time.